Hello, hello. Welcome to Live at 5, live from the Music Minds. I hope you're having a great week. So I have been doing February Album Writing Month, which is a challenge where I write 14 songs in 28 days. It's this very cool challenge that a bunch of songwriters from all over the world are involved with. And I've written 12 songs. I need to get another two out before Sunday. But I wanted to share with you a few of the songs that I wrote this month. And we're gonna be doing a variety of different things. Feel free to say hi in the chat, and I will be bouncing between ukulele and piano and tracks. So if the balance is off, you can tell me. And it'll be great. Hi, Susan. I'm so excited to see you here. So this first song is known as The F Word. And despite that title, it is very kid friendly. And so a little bit of backstory. One of my mom's favorite words was she would say, "That's a fine thing," or "That's a fine piece of chocolate," and she'd say it so many times that we referred to it as the F word. And this song is sort of taking that in my relationship with the word fine, and we will see what happens. Also, I know just enough ukulele to sing at children and write novelty songs. So that's the disclaimer. Here we go. I love the fine things in life, the things that light me up inside. I find myself easily swayed by the things that brighten up my day to day. I need that burst of positivity that reminds me of my sense of play. And I'm fine, everything is fine. I'm fine, everything is fine. I'm fine. Can't you see? I'm fine. But everything's not fine, it's messy. I'm trying to stay in control. Starting and stopping projects and diving deep down rabbit holes. And obsessing over the things that I can't control. And I'm fine, everything is fine. I'm fine, everything is fine. I'm fine. Can't you see I'm fine? And everything is complex, things are random, yet they make sense. And it's not all figured out just yet. And there's not one word that can define it. I'm fine. Everything is. Everything is. Everything is. Everything is. And that's. So that was the F word. Oh, good. My dad is watching. He says he likes it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. So that's a nice little ukulele song about how we don't have to say that everything is fine. That's sort of been the journey of this round of FOM has been. I've got another song I'll sing later that's a little bit about exploring toxic positivity and all of that stuff. But first, we're gonna do an 80s power ballad as we do. This is called Actual Human, and I'm going to be using a track because I figured out how to plug in tracks into my interface, which is incredibly exciting. It was super easy to figure out because sometimes you just have to try things. But, you know, here we are. So this is called Actual Human, and we'll make sure the levels are where they are at. But if you're like, hey, to tweak your levels, Gail, just let me know. And I will, because I have a hand free. What is this? That never happens. All right, here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna stop that 1 second. This is the trick, is I have to go to my lyric sheet. Here we go. I used to hate calling my insurance company. Didn't think my questions could get answered. I used to hate these phone calls, put on hold for an hour like I don't matter. Customer service, can you hear me? Is there someone on the other side? Someone there to solve my problems? An actual human on the other side of the line. And I still don't enjoy calling my insurance company. I actually wrote this song instead of calling my insurance company. But sometimes it's nice to talk to someone who's there to solve your problem. Don't we just want someone to solve our problems? Oh, customer service, can you hear me? Is there someone on the other side? Someone there to solve my problems? An actual human on the other side of the line. I just want to talk to an actual human. Actual human. Actual human. Oh, customer service, can you hear me? Is there someone on the other side? Someone there to solve my problems? An actual human on the other side of the line. I just want to talk to an actual human. I know you're a robot. Why are you using that typing sound effect? Actual human. Actual human. So I'm super proud of that one. It is my favorite. And I think that one might need to get made fancy and out in the world because it's so silly and I love it. It looks like we're getting some good responses. It looks like Susan loves it. Yeah. So all right. So this next one is another track song, and it is called Long Johns. So here's the thing. Sam, my husband and I have this inside joke where when we go to leave the house, we made up a song about putting on long johns, and we just go, Long Johns, putting on pants underneath my pants. And so I made that a song. So here we go. And yeah. What happens if I stand up? There we go. It's a Wednesday afternoon. It's time to go for a walk. Time to stretch my legs, get away from my Facebook feed. I asked my husband how cold it is. He says it's 15 degrees. And I say, oh hey, before I go, there's one thing I need. I'm putting on my long johns. I'm putting on pants underneath my pants. Long johns. I'm jumping up and down and doing the long john dance. Will my legs get cold? Not a chance. I'm putting on my long johns. I'm putting on pants underneath my pants. Well, I'm walking through the neighborhood. I'm bundled up nice and toasty. The sun is out and everything is good, and my legs are feeling cozy. I nod at my neighbors as they wave while wearing their masks. Walk the long way to the store, going through my daily tasks, wearing my long johns. Putting on pants underneath my pants. Long johns. Walking around doing the long john dance. Will my legs get cold? Not a chance. I'm putting on my long johns. I'm putting on pants underneath my pants. Long johns. Long johns. Long johns. Long johns. Long johns. Long johns. Yeah, so that one is also my favorite. Those two middle ones are so silly, and I love them, and it's so great to like play around with the tracks and all that. So if you're like, hey Gail, where can I hear all these songs that you wrote before they are made pretty and released into the real world? That's the thing I'm doing with my Patreon. So the deal is, most of these songs that I've written, I have posted on my Patreon. The link should be above me in the Facebook window. I think that's how it works. But yeah, so I am posting any songs that I'm working on, like in different songwriting challenges there. And you can donate and support the work that I do on a regular basis, and get the inside scoop on all the things. So that's what's happening there. So I'm going to transition my sounds to the piano. All right, here we go. So here, this is turned down, and hopefully there isn't a bad noise. It's the interface song. Yay. Okay. Great. And then I turn up the piano, and then maybe we hear the piano. Do we hear the piano? Why don't we hear the piano? This is great. Everything's great. Why don't we hear the piano? Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, friends. Instrument. Turn the piano on. Okay. Well, that was a journey for everyone involved. Great. So now I have the keyboard plugged in, and we can do keyboard songs. Okay, so this next song, I have a confession for y'all. Other than I need to adjust my volume. So I've made all of these new friends over the internet over this past year, and I don't know if you realize this, but I'm 5 foot even. Shh. when you've only seen them on Zoom. I've met so many people over this past year, and no one has made a short joke. And no one says you're short when you've only met them on Zoom. It's been a year, and no one has made a short joke. If you're listening, please don't make a short joke. Oh, I'm speaking with so much more authority as I log into these meetings, and I don't have to worry about being late, 'cause the meetings are in my computer. There's so much less anxiety about getting places on time, 'cause my commute is literally inside my calendar. Oh yeah, no one says you're short when you've only met them on Zoom. It's been a year and no one's made a short joke. If you're listening, please don't make a short joke. But I'm starved for variety, thriving on the chaos of the day-to-day. And I'm hustling in isolation, continuing to find a way. And I hope things get back to normal someday. And someday I'll meet all these awesome friends I met during these COVID times. And then they'll finally see. And they'll be like, oh wow, Gail, I didn't realize you were so short. And I'll be like, hey, yeah, but my Napoleon complex is taller than me. I might retire that joke, actually, because I don't know if I really want to associate myself with a Napoleon, because I'm like not like a secret evil dictator or anything. I just like to get things done. I'll work on that. Anyway, no one knows you're short when you've only met them on Zoom. It's been a year and no one has made a short joke. If you're listening, please don't make a short joke. So that was short. And it's true. No one has made a short joke for almost an entire year. It's amazing. Except for like when I went out and I got a haircut like briefly in June. And then like I think I made the comment and then my hairstylist made the comment. But that's why we don't go out and get our haircut during COVID times. That's the answer. But yeah, no one has made any short jokes for a whole year. And I've got to meet all these awesome people and feel incredibly competent because I'm not like, oh, my I'm tiny. But anyway. Oh, Susan. I'm going to highlight this. Susan says, one of my daughters is 5 feet even. I wouldn't make short jokes. My husband is 6'6", and I don't make tall jokes either. That is valid. That is a good way to live. Yeah, not everyone makes short jokes, but some people do. And that's life. Okay. So we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to do this song. This is called Disney Didn't Prepare Us for Our 30s. It might use the same chord progression as the song I just sang, but, that happens sometimes in FOM. That's kind of my secret. I'm writing 14 songs in 28 days, and sometimes they're related. But I'm going to do this song next. So there. Here we go. Disney didn't prepare us for our 30s. They didn't say what happens after happily ever after. Disney didn't prepare us for our 30s. 'Cause I guess the day-to-day life words, but I'm very proud of that rant. And I could go off on all of my thoughts on how Disney doesn't really talk about what it is we do in our 30s. And because I would watch the heck out of a Disney musical where it's just like someone in their 30s, like they have their relationship all sorted out and they're just like living their best life and going through their career, and it's a musical. That's great. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend kind of did that, but that was most of the plot lines were about relationships. Anyway, that's my soapbox. Thank you very much. Okay, before I do my last FOM song, I'm gonna do, so this is technically a new song in that it hasn't been released. It's actually coming out March 19th. This is my song, Tarot Song, which I really want to put it out. Like, I wanted to release it around this time because it definitely has a vibe of looking at a past year. It's based off of the story of a tarot reading, that I got in December of 2018, and then 2019 happened, and it was like a year of growth and discovery and all that good stuff. And I wrote the song reflecting on that. And now here we are. It's a year later, and years later, and I'm like, oh, hey, we're still peeling back layers. Things are still happening. This is the pre-save link for the song on Spotify. By the way, I'm just gonna drop that there. My goal with this track is I want to get on some playlists, get the Spotify robots to like me and recommend me to other people that might like my style of music. And part of the way to help with that is to do that pre-sale link. So you can take a look at that. But this is Tarot Song. released out into the world on March 19th. All right, I'm gonna do one more song. This is actually the first song I wrote for this round of February album writing month. And it's called Bright Side. So I've been doing a little bit of sorting out sort of my relationship with toxic positivity and sort of figuring out in my mind what is like good advice and like good, like, you know, keep staying on the bright side of things, and what can be problematic, such as some thoughts of like the law of attraction, or this idea that you can actually control like physical things in the world with your mind. And so this song is a commentary on that because I have some thoughts. So yeah. And if you're like, that sounds kind of like Imagine, that's intentional. Can literally manifest things with their mind. And it's okay to look on the bright side. It's also okay to be sad. And it's okay to acknowledge your feelings. And it's okay to be mad. And absolutely follow your goals. But you can't literally control the world with your mind. But it's okay to look on the bright side. And I think we're all connected somehow. How that works is hard to say. Humans like to make connections. We like to tell stories and do wacky things like write 14 songs in 28 days. Love finding ways to be creative. Sometimes we create conspiracies, making connections to the things we can't see. We like to be in control, so we think we can control the universe, but that's not how it works. And it's okay to look on the bright side. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to acknowledge your feelings. And it's okay to be mad. But it's not okay to say things like you're poor because you're not putting enough positive vibes out in the world. You can literally create money with your mind. This one time I wished really hard for $200, and then I found $200 on the sidewalk. So you just need to keep vibing and you will be okay. But it's okay to look on the bright side. Listen, I love a good fairy tale. I was raised on Disney movies too. And I think life has a funny way of telling you what is true. actual thing they talk about in The Secret. I read The Secret and I have some notes, and that's why I wrote this song, because that makes me so angry. But it's okay to look on the bright side. It's okay to look on the bright side. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to be mad. But it's not okay to say a bunch of problematic, pseudoscientific, prosperity gospel, victim-blamey stuff that doesn't actually acknowledge white privilege and other situational effects, or really anything that is based in rational thought. But it's okay to look on the bright side. Do what you gotta do. But you don't have superpowers. Unless you can prove that to me with scientific data, then I guess you have superpowers. That's pretty cool. And if you show me the science, I will believe you, but probably it's confirmation bias. Anyway, that's my first time performing that song, and I love it. And yes, I have some thoughts that felt really good. And Susan, yay. Susan says, with you there, Gail. I appreciate that. And Susan says she wants this one on an album, please. And yes, absolutely. I feel like I have like a tight EP of like I feel like what's coming out next, just looking at what's coming out of this batch, is a lot of like, there's a lot of comedic stuff happening, but it's like that nice blend of comedic and like vulnerable, which I already do, but we're skewing a little bit more comedic than my first album, which is kind of exciting to just see what's coming out. So yeah, those are my new songs. If you want to support the work that I'm doing directly, and get a sneak peek of these songs before they get released out into the world, and get all the behind the scenes stories, you can join my Patreon. The link should be above you, above this video. I'm pointing upward, and it's, patreon.com/Gail Gallagher. And the lowest tier is like $3 a month, and you get the inside scoop of all the things that I do. If that is not your scene, you can sign up for Gail Mail, which is my email list, and that'll keep you in the loop on all the things that I'm doing. And yeah, that is what is up in my world. Thank you so much for watching and sharing sharing this moment as I sing all of this new stuff I've written and try to remember it so I can perform it. That was a journey. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great weekend.